Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here again, and welcome back to our free mini course on making Divi responsive. So in this lesson, we've been looking at the Content tab, and that tab is in all of the sections, rows, columns, and modules. In this particular lesson, we're going to be looking at some of the responsive features that show up, and some of these are in different modules or different rows and things like that. We're going to highlight some of these that are really helpful when we're making our websites responsive. All right, let's get started. Okay, so to show you some examples of settings that we can adjust for different devices, I'm going to go over a couple different modules and pick out some features that you might want to be aware of when you're making your website responsive. Okay, so let's take a look at the gallery module. So there's a couple features in here that I want to point out. If you go under elements, here you can choose to show the title and caption, and you can actually choose that per device. So by default it's on. If we say on mobile we don't really like it and we just want to take it off, you can just turn that off for there, and then when you switch back it'll be showing again. Okay, and also with the pagination, which is right here, you can turn that off on those devices. Another example is the blog module. There's a bunch of different features in here that you can turn on or off. So under elements in the blog, all of these buttons here where you're choosing to show things like the categories and the read more button, the date and all that stuff, each one of these has their own set of toggles here. So feel free to, change that if you want to save space on mobile, for example. Okay, another example is in the social media follow. If you open up the icon here, you can see it says follow button, and that also has those tabs, and that's that button there. So like on desktop, it might look great to have this here, but if you have it on your phone and you have a big long row of those things, it's just going to start stacking funny, and you might want to turn it off for there. Another example is the menu module. So you can change a couple of things. If you go under logo, you can see that you can actually swap your logo. So you could have a different logo on desktop, tablet, or mobile. So a lot of people ask for that. That's how you do it. You just, choose your logo for desktop and then choose one for phone or tablet. The last example here is the circle counter. So you could change the number, and I don't know why you would do this. And the title, again, you could change, but the circle counter has the number, and if you go under elements, you can even change this to not have a % sign. And again, I don't know why you would necessarily do that, but there you go. There's a lot of features like this that you can find in the modules, so be sure to play around with them as you're making your site responsive. Okay, so those are some of the settings you can use for making your website responsive. I know some of them didn't seem like they were really helpful, but a lot of them are, and I'm really glad that they're all included. So hope this was helpful. If it was, be sure to just keep going. There's going to be a lot more that we're going to learn here. We're still in the content tab. We're not really at the fun stuff yet. So let's keep going. We'll see you in the next lesson of this free course.